Welcome back to the last part of the Barebones tutorial video series. Sorry it took so long to make, I had other types of content to produce, but finally it's here, so please enjoy. So here we are, the last two and most tedious chapters for this challenge. These chapters will push you, and if not you, then just me, to the limit. You need to pull out all the stops with these two. Once you spawn in, scavenge anything you can from boxes and lockers, as you are definitely going to need them in this chapter. Once you enter the marker room, there is a health pack on a pipe above the bench, so grab it with your kinesis, head down the lift and go through the area scavenging all the items you can from the lockers, then activate the marker and pull it a little bit. This will spawn in the necromorphs. There are two ways to deal with these guys. Do not kill them, and I repeat, do not kill them. This is very important as upon their death the next wave will spawn in, so cut off a leg until all enemies are crawling. With the exploders you have no choice but to kill them, as you can't make them crawl. Then distance yourself away from the rest, go to the left side of the room behind the marker track, destroy the tentacle, then pull the marker over to the other side, then run back to the lift. The other way of doing this is to use the lift to your advantage by going back up the way you came and waiting for the necromorphs to spawn in one by one and then taking off a leg. However, this strategy does come with a major disadvantage. The downed necromorphs won't follow you when you go back to the marker, and so will play the waiting game and will try to kill you when you return to them. So this area is very much a pick your poison, either allow them to free roam or leave them stationary next to the bench. Once you go up the elevator shaft and enter the flight lounge, open the door in front of you, like at the beginning of the game, and there will be a box inside. There will be a health pack at the door, so if you're running low on health you can use that. Now you're in for the fight of your life, but fortunately for you, we are going to down the necromorphs and use the vent fan blades to finish them off. If they drop ammo, grab it and use it on the super slashes, otherwise you are going to be there for a very long time. After the fight, activate 0G, but go to the Kellyan side of the room and loot that area. Then loot the area the shuttle's in. Once the lurkers spawn in, use the flame canisters to kill them. Saving ammo is paramount here for later reasons. Ignore the super leapers as they will take quite the beating, and just proceed on with your objective. When Kendra is yammering on about the government, go back to the flight lounge, go down the corridor towards the elevator you used in chapter 1, and there will be a stasis pack there. You can also go in the door that was locked in chapter 1, inside will be ammo and a semiconductor, but for obvious reasons we'll just have to ignore the semiconductor. Deal with the Guardian as you see fit, use the stasis on the leapers, run to the shuttle and go down to the colony where our troubles increase tenfold. Once you spawn in, loot the area immediately. Grab the marker and place it as far as you can towards the door. Open what I like to call Pandora's door, as there is two infectors inside. Forget about the boxes and just grab the battery and get inside the holding area as quickly as possible and pull the marker through. The necromorphs will not follow you through. If you need to use the stasis recharging station to your left, then do so, and loot what you can before you activate the quarantine. As this room will be a test of your endurance, utilize the strategies we have used in prior chapters, like using their own weapons against themselves. Use the environment to your advantage, like in this area the bridge controls, to force the necromorphs to take the more scenic route to you. Finally, stasis, stasis, stasis. You have stasis recharging stations in this area, so use that to your advantage. In the next area, kill the Guardians, then go into the maintenance tunnel, or what I like to call the wind tunnel. Head to the controls, but don't jump down unless you want to deal with a super brute. Walk as far as you can before you hit the collision. Then grab the lever, then walk backwards as far as you can, then push the lever down. This will despawn the super brute and all enemies after him, but not the necromorphs inside the tunnel with you, so be careful. Before you place the marker on the pedestal, do not loot any of the boxes, because we will be looting this in a minute. After you have placed the marker on the pedestal, and the marker kills all the necromorphs, do not leave the area, as the glitch or skip we have just done will not allow you to complete the game, as it doesn't just skip the enemies spawning in, but it also skips the cutscenes. So go back and loot the boxes, or at least go back and look at them for a moment, then leave the area. This will activate the cutscene again and allow you to activate the hive mind cutscene, as if you don't, you'll be trapped in chapter 12 for quite a while, as the game checks if the hive mind is still alive or not before activating the last cutscene trigger point. Loot the areas before attempting the battle with the hive mind, as this will be the hardest challenge yet. and if you run out of ammo, it's game over. Now we have come face to face with the hive mind. You'll want to count your shots with the first phase, as it takes a whopping 11 shots to burst one of the sacks. So count every hit up to 10, then pop 3 of them, and in the second phase you'll only have to land 2 shots on the hive mind to get the last and most difficult phase. Shoot the chest sacks, focusing on one as much as possible. You may have to deal with pregnants, which will make the battle 10 times as fun, especially with the hive mind raining down some friendly fire with its tentacles. Once you have destroyed the last sack, back away from the hive mind as much as possible, as it can still crush you as it falls as a last ditch effort to try and kill you. And that's it. Following these tips and tricks, you will have beaten the game on the hardest difficulty with no going to the store and using no upgrades. And the only reward is having the developers ask us, why do we hate ourselves so very much? Thank you for watching. There is another tip that will help tremendously, and that is wearing headphones, as necromorphs do like to make their positions known before attacking as much as they like to sneak up upon you, and it can be a real lifesaver. With the use of a headset, you can tell what direction the necromorph is at, giving you time to plan your next attack, or just giving you a sound advantage. Playing with the music off can boost this to relieve you of further distractions. I hope you enjoyed the series, as it was a pretty awesome series to create, and I may do a similar series at another date. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, comment me something to read later on. If you have anything to add to the series, any tips or ideas of your own, I will look forward to seeing them. Subscribe to join the British Alliance today, and I'll see all of you beautiful people on the front lines, and have a good one.